We've got The Sun now, and we've been told that the Rwanda scheme is cruel, illegal and unworkable. Well, now the rest of Europe wants to copy it, Jonathan.
Yes, indeed. Just remind me, what story are we on?
So this is number 8.
8, perfect, I knew that. The headline is, Boost for Rishi as 19 EU countries demand the right to introduce Rwanda-style migration schemes. So a drive by European Union countries to replicate a Rwanda-style immigration scheme has sparked delight in Downing Street. So the heads of 19 member states have demanded Brussels bosses look at offshore processing to help them stem the flow of illegal arrivals. And Sunak spokesman said, vindication for the flagship Rwanda plan. He says, I suspect we'll continue to see some of them follow our lead. Then he did a big smug smile, apparently. So it does seem like other countries are kind of following Britain's lead in this.
Yeah.
It's not so much about deportation, but it's more about the actual processing to be done abroad.
Yeah.
This scheme obviously has had its many critics, but it does seem to be a deterrent at the moment, as we've seen with a kind of flock of migrants going over to Ireland, fearing deportation now. Yeah,
and a similar scheme worked very well in Australia, although I suppose they've got different. It's kind of harder to sail to Australia.
Yeah, surrounded by massive sharks.
Are you talking about when we sent all the criminals over or no?
No, genuinely.
I thought that's what
I was
you meant.
being serious.
I was like, great joke. Well, that's my joke. That's what you meant.
And yeah, this is interesting because all the people who hate Rwanda also, I bet they have European flags in their Twitter bio. They'll be on Blue Sky.
It creates a huge paradoxical issue for these people because they've got to say everywhere in the world's wonderful, particularly Africa.
Yeah.
And then at the same time, they've also got to say, you can't send them to Africa, it's terrible.
And they've also got to say Britain's incredibly racist and has a horrible right-wing government, and Europe is this paragon of virtue. And now Europe wants to be like us.
They caught the racism.
It's only a massive issue for those who are divisive about their politics. If you take the issue and remove right and left from it, it is an issue that exists, irrespective of which way you vote. This is a problem all across Europe. And the third country, the third party idea is probably the best thing that's ever been tabled. Because I'll tell you for why, this safe route, no one has ever been able to explain how that would work.
Yeah.
We know how Rwanda would work. You get a plane, you stick them on it, you fly them there and they don't come back. Now, you might think that's cruel, but it works.
Yeah.
It solves the problem.
Yeah.
Safe and legal routes is just like a water slide straight into the country.
Yeah.
Come on in. Well, jobs are good. And
we're creating an incentive when, really we need to be, stopping people gaming the system.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, that's it for this part, but we're hosting a night with the headliners live, and you can join us for an evening of comedy with Andrew Doyle, Simon Evans, Josh, Howie and me. For more information, scan the QR code on your screen right now or visit gbnews.com and you'll find more about it. Anyway...